Ah, there we go. Hello, Dr. Shocky. Looks like you redeemed the first. Good job. Don't know why it's not showing up in my multi-chat, but whatever. I don't think the sound alert played either, so that's fun. I'm just audio issues abound all the time, constantly. It never seems to get better. I always have problems with audio. John, hello. Hello, how are you? Shocky, how are you? Anybody else that's lurking, how are you guys? You can continue to lurk and just answer in your own mind, because it's all good. Give me just a second. Yep, I want to hit that. So if you like to play SCUM, drops are enabled for this stream and any other stream that I do while they're around. So you have to watch on Twitch, because that's just how it goes. But there are some kind of neat drops available. So yeah, if that's something you're into, head on over to drops.scum.game to learn more. Or I believe you can check out Twitch's like drops inventory thing as well. But I find that it's just easier to go to the SCUM website to get information. But we're not going to do a lot of chatting today. We're just going to dive in, because there is a cutscene before the game now. Like, it's 1.0, baby. It's brand new. It's all new. New to me, new to you. Unless you've been watching other streamers play it, I guess. Then, in that case, it wouldn't be new to you. But it's still new to me. So let's go. Let's dive in. Literally. Because skydiving at the beginning. I opened it just to make sure it was going to run okay. There is a little screen tearing in the beginning, but I believe that is because I don't have VSync on yet. And I can talk during this because there's not a lot of like there's almost no talking, I don't think. It's just action packed. Action. Let's go. Ah, it looks so good. I mean, this is a cutscene, so of course it's gonna look good, but dude just immediately runs into some bandit NPCs, looks like. A classic problem. The gun jams. Classic. Classic. You guys aren't getting the screen tearing, it looks like. That's good. That's only on my screen. That's awesome. I like that. And of course, our good friends, the puppets. They're not zombies. Puppets show up to help us out, because I'm sure that was their intention. Oh, yes. Man, I have been pumped for this for a while now. So, speaking of 1.0 releases, did you guys see that there's going to be another Tarkov wipe before the 1.0 release? I thought that was interesting. Okay, one thing I don't know if I've done is, yeah, nudity censoring is on. Okay, good. Make sure, because as much as I would love to have the nudies, unfortunately. Okay, why isn't my VSync on? There we go. Oh, why it wasn't working, but whatever. It's working now. Yeah. All right, cool. Actually, I'm going to, real quick, I'm just going to go to that Drops website. I'm going to put it here. So the way that you do it, just real quick, is you pair your stream account. Oh, thanks, Stream Elements. I'm live. Did you guys know that? I'm live. So you have to pair your account, and then once you do that, then you start collecting these gear. 2 hours gets you the Daredevil set. 2 hours also gets you the pinup set. Oh, it's all 2 hours. Okay, so punk set, the Rastaman set. I dig this really. I dig that a lot. Oh, and the Deagle skin drop gets you at 4 hours. Man, so I'm gonna have to watch some as well to get mine. But all right, nudity censoring is on. All of the other stuff, we're gonna go with intermediate for survival tip level. Show announcement master, sure. Name tag. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all the changes that I want to make right off the bat. Let's go back. We're going to go multiplayer. We're not going to go sandbox. We're going to jump right into multiplayer. So, we're going to go with whatever has the lowest ping. That's an official server. We're going to go official. US East. That looks like a good one. Don't look at my IP. Ah! Of course, we're going to go with a pretty lady. All right. Here we go. Type. I like this one. I've always been kind of partial to this face. Been playing GTA Online the last month and a half. It's so fun. Shocky has been playing a lot of GTA Online as well. I tried it for a while. We got to go like medium bazongas. I tried it for a while, and it was fun, but it's one of those things where like you need to have like a lot of, well, not a lot, but like at least one friend with you if you're gonna do anything crazy in the game. Constitution, it's been a little bit since I've played. Constitution is stamina. Yeah, we want stamina. I don't really care if we can run fast. I just need us to be able to run long. So we're going to try to bump, yeah, Constitution up to like 4.2. Everything else we can increase that stuff later. Name is going to be Chipette. Excuse me. Still getting over this cough. Still working on it. Let's make her like 28. No, we'll make 32. Yeah, 32 is good. Now the hair. No pigtails. Can do like 21. No. It's too young. Ooh, I like 18. All right, so these are like all the supporter packs. 99. Wait, the oldest we can go is 50. That's a hard 50. Good lord. Like, you look bad for that age. Okay, we gotta figure out hair. I don't want to spend too much time on it. We'll just go with the classic. I wish I could like turn her. I wish I could make her turn her head. That's still something that I'm not sure why you can't do that. We're gonna make her a redhead. Yeah, she's lived a hard life, apparently. Good night. All right. Skills. Here we go. Melee weapons we want at basic. Archery we want at least basic, like half basic. Con skills, endurance. Go all the way up to advanced. And then running will give her a little more there. Dex skills, thievery. We want a little bit of that. We want a little bit of stealth. Again, not looking for a ton because these are all things we can increase later. With thievery, though, Dex, we still have a little bit that we can do. Traps and stuff. We'll do motorcycling because it's easier to get a motorcycle sometimes than an actual car, but then we'll give ourselves like a tiny bit in car. Awareness, that one we can increase pretty easily. Survival, we definitely want at least basic, but I would go a little over. Medical, same deal. We want a little over basic because we want to be able to heal ourselves. Farming, I've not done any farming in this game. I don't know if it's something that I am going to care about. Now with sniping, that's only with weapons with scopes, so I'm not really concerned about that. Cooking, again, not super concerned because I just usually find food around. But engineering, we definitely want a bit of. Okay, let's drop our survival down slightly and get a little more engineering. Farming school, once you get a base and you plant crops and stuff, so you can always have food. Yeah, as far as base building goes, I still have not done much in that. I'm actually going to drop my medical a little bit so I can get basic in engineering, because there we go. Okay. And then we still have 3 strength points, so yeah, we can put archery up all the way to medium. Melee weapons up to like half basic. And then we'll do handgun at basic. There we go. I think that'll work. Those are the things that I usually find the most of. And here we go. We're going to enable new player protection. Sure. Yeah, we don't want to get ganked like immediately. Yeah, I want to try the farming out like once I get a base built.
My
but
life was a peaceful one.
Ooh, other cutscene.
Even so, I never realized how full my heart was until they ripped it apart.
Oh my god.
They took everything from me.
Okay. This
Now
isn't
I'm
the
on
right
island,
cutscene for us.
just like hundreds of poor fucks who share my fate.
I like this.
And just when I started thinking I can make it, Tech 1 is at my throat again and again. I swore to myself I would survive. I refused to be just a memory. A beautiful lie.
That woman looks like Ashley Birch. Like, full on.
Death was never an escape. This time, I'll decide how it ends.
Interesting. Okay. I like that. I like that. That's very cool. All right. Let's get into this. I'm really excited to see like all of the new stuff that they've added. I haven't played it since before the last update, I think. So yeah, it's been a minute.
Communication established.
I can't get out.
You can call me Dina.
Hi, Dina.
The protocol is kept short to increase the chances of you not becoming a human pancake.
Mm-hmm.
Use the following parachuting instructions, and I will make contact if you land safely. Secure channel closed.
So we press F to open the parachute. But it did it automatically, so... Woo, woo. Alright. We have landed. Okay, first things first, we need rocks. But first I need to... Yeah, first person mode. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, yeah, we're going way too fast. I forgot that the wheel
Welcome to
is
the SCUM Island. I am an AI created by Tech 1 Corporation.
how
My
you
full designation
increase your
is
speed.
Dual Energetic Entity Neural Appliance version 2.0. My intellect excels, but the creators think I am best used as a tutorial, protocol overseer, and body performance analyst. I will
So
now
sorry for you.
provide basic movement instructions.
Destroy our starter card. And now we want to find more rocks. Open the codex.
Your survival rate is 4.32% higher just by not standing. If you are unable to find a piece of information in the codex, it doesn't exist. When you are ready,
Sure.
proceed to the Tasks tab.
All right, we're going to craft ourselves a basic bow and some arrows and a backpack, and then we will get cooking. So we'll do our crafting. I got to remember how everything works. Stop hitting escape. That's one big thing. W is for walk. W. We're going to make an axe head. Which, actually, I'm not going to craft that yet. Oh my god. Every time. I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah, I need sticks. Small sticks to make rope. Oh, W isn't good. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yes, W, yes. Sure. So let's go ahead and cut our underpants and our undershirt into rags. Yeah, I'm not the brightest bulb, especially lately. Like I'm like everything just seems to like go over my head or just in one ear and out the other. It's been real. Ooh, well, exact approach, redeeming the ooh woo. What's up, buddy? What's up? Let's go ahead and craft a bundle of rags. How's it going, Exact? I hope you're well, my good man. Okay, we can open the tasks. That's what I wanted us to do. Oh my god. I'm gonna keep doing
Data
it.
suggests that regularly completing tasks enables prisoners to overcome many of the island's challenges. I take 99.7% credit for each prisoner that survives the first 3 days, but success is not guaranteed due to the limited neural capabilities of each prisoner.
That's very
When
fair,
ready,
Dina.
either accept the first task or leave this interface and forfeit all chances of surviving until tomorrow. Secure channel closed.
She's so snarky for an AI. Very, very snarky. All right, let's craft this rope finally. Craft that rope! And then we should be able to make a backpack with our rags and our rope. No. Is it because our knife is bad? What am I missing? Backpack. Backpack. Rags? Oh, because I have to uncraft the bundle. I'm smart. Sandbox just single player? I do believe that is the case, yes. I believe so. Don't know for sure. I haven't tried it. But I immediately went into PvP. Because I want to get the full experience right out of the gate. And I also know that if I start single player, eventually I'm going to get to the point where like I get frustrated with something and I'm going to be tempted to use command line things, and I don't want to do that. At least not right away. Like I want to try to just play the game full on. Eventually we'll get to the command codes and stuff. But for now, I want to just play it. Just play it right as intended. All right, we're gonna make an axe. My poor stone knife is almost dead, but I think I can make it work for one more. Oh, maybe not. Let's check the taste of these. Cool. Okay, we're gonna eat. Rather do solo so I don't lose all my stuff. I understand. Yeah, it's not super fun when you lose all your crap, but yeah, I've just gotten used to it. I die a lot in this game anyway, so I'm not super concerned about it. I'm gonna craft another stone knife so that I can cut more things. Get rid of this one. So we got Tarkov 1.0 coming out soon. SCUM 1.0 is out now. Oh my god, I need to rebind Escape to actually work to do what I think it's going to do every time I hit it. Just exit out of a menu. We got Tarkov 1.0. We got SCUM 1.0. Are there any other like early access games that are coming out soon that I'm not on in the know about. What else is leaving early access? Anything? Path of Exile 2 is still... It's still going to be a minute before that game leaves early access, I think. Enshrouded, I believe, is still in early access, technically. Even though at this point it feels like a full game. Got to like level 67 and stopped. Yeah, I've had a few people ask me, like, you know, what happened to Tarkov? And I'm like, until 1.0 comes out, it honestly, it just feels like I'm on a merry-go-round. Because, like, nothing really matters, which is a very Queen thing to say. But, like, it just feels like nothing you do really matters in the game until the actual game hits. Because it doesn't seem like they're going to change much, if anything, at this point, in a way that is going to be meaningful. So I don't think that it's really worth investing the time and effort to, you know, get good at the game, level up, and all that stuff, and then have it completely wiped out. Even on solo, I feel like eventually, like, I mean, that's going to run its course too. So it's one of the reasons I stopped playing SCUM until 1.0 released, is because I love the game, but like I don't want to get burnt out on it before I even have a chance to like really enjoy it, like enjoy the full experience. Why can't I craft small arrows? What on earth? Yeah, why can't I craft a wooden arrow? What happened? Oh, my cutting tool is bad. Okay, gotta make another one. Oh my goodness. Familiar. The cutting tools do not last long enough in this freaking game. All right. Craft one more blade. Stone knife. All right. Now we can make our wooden arrows. You winning? I'm not winning currently, Dad. But I will be. I'm winning at life. Does that count? Nah, I'm having a relatively decent day. I don't hurt nearly as much as I did yesterday, so that's not a thing. You're not winning at life right now. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm just a message away. You can always hit me up. We can chat. Struggles do be struggling. All right. Cut this into small sticks, and then hopefully I can make some more rope, and then make my axe. And then I can be done with the stone knife, and we'll have our bow, our axe, and be hunky-dunky. All hunky-dunky. Had to serve paperwork for kiddo school, so back pain after I found I slammed my knee into the back. Oh, jeez. Dude, I am sorry. That sounds horrible. I am sorry that happened. Because, yeah, awful. I always do this. Where's the rope? Yeah. Branch rope. Was it always called branch rope? I feel like it was called tree rope at one point. Could be wrong. But of course, my knife is still not good enough. Oh my goodness. Gotta make another knife. I was just saying I wasn't gonna make another one. Now here I am. Almost couldn't get back up, then had to support myself going upstairs. A 6-year-old trying to tackle me because Dad is walking funny like a monster. Oh no. Oh man. I mean, that's really cute, but at the same time, no. Child, No. Don't do it. Dad hurts. Dad is in pain. Start going into the groove voice. Do not do it. Dad hurts. They could have just let me get to my chair in peace. Yeah. I feel like these are the kinds of things that you and Exact could commiserate on, because Exact also has young kiddos. So Exact isn't quite as prone to self injury as we are, though. Well, chronic pain in general, but you know what I mean. Man. Well, I'm glad you were able to eventually reach your chair and get back up. But damn, that's awful. And I am sorry that you went through that, because it does not sound fun. Which is a stupid thing to say, but... Alright, let's take a look at this little mapola. I still don't like that we can't zoom in on the map, but I guess that's fine. So we need to go southeast, or southwest, rather, to get to zone Z0. Or that's A, still in A0, never mind. I can do directions. So we need to go southwest. So that way. We have 7 arrows currently. I think that should be enough for now. I could make some more. I gotta turn my sound up a little bit. So I gotta be able to hear. Gotta hear those puppets. Oh, Lord. I will say, like, the reworked grass and foliage looks so good. Like, they did do a legitimately good job with this. So far, I love the overhaul of the world. It all looks the same. I think on screen, like watching it, it's gonna look very, very similar to what it's always been. But playing it, like, I'm definitely noticing a difference in, like, for me. I don't know. It might just be like placebo effect. I might just be expecting it to be better, and so it is. But it looks better on my end. Like the foliage isn't as kind of rough as it was before. I don't know. Like again, it looks better to me, but that could just be wishful thinking and just being like, oh, it's new, so obviously it's so much better. I don't know. Okay, we're making decent progress, but we need to go like due west now. So that's north, west, which we were already doing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hello. Hello. Making sure there's no puppets around. What is that? Oh, it's just an onion. And celery. Slightly off. We'll go ahead and eat the onion, even though it's slightly off. And we got a lighter here. We don't need that in our hands. We can just put it there. Yeah. I tried to get into the lurker or the lurkit program for this game to get some keys to give away to people, but unfortunately that did not happen. Also, are items still not stackable? Are you serious? Like, I know some items they made stackable, but did they not do it for all of them? I don't like that. I do think that they should have made more things stackable, like food. Food should be stackable. unless it's like canned goods, I think. But whatever. Again, I'm not a game dev, so what do I know? It still looks. It looks like we're going south. Did I overcorrect? Is north more like that, or west rather? Maybe it's more this way. Just want missions and story mode. I believe that you get missions from NPCs now in the safe zones. I don't know about story mode. I don't know about that. I don't think there's like really much of a story for this game other than like Tech 01 is bad, and like you find things around the world that show you what they're really up to. I've seen some like lore videos, but I couldn't tell you what they entail at this moment. I've tried to avoid those as much as possible because I feel like trying to figure out the story of this game is just going to give me a headache. I could be wrong, but it just seems like I'm just going to play it. All right. We'll go down there in a second. But first. Man. All right. Somebody might have already come through here. Probably. Yeah, some things definitely do look exactly the same. Yeah, I'm really curious about like the quality of life improvements that I know had been requested by people like RayKit and Mr. Feudal and Torak, some of the bigger like YouTube channels that do almost exclusively SCUM content. So I know they had requested and had been working with the devs to get like some quality of life changes. So curious if those got introduced at all. And yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody's been through here already. We can see though. It was me, Dio, the whole time. I've been here the whole time. Dang. Really hoping we might find something in here. Ooh, we could head up to one of the castles. Ooh, that could be fun. Get ourselves a really good bow and arrows at the castle. I don't think I've gone to the castle on stream. After lurking, I gotta take up my pain on GTA Civilians. Good luck. Good luck to you. Godspeed, sir. I do hope that your pain subsides quickly. And I would wish the citizens of Grand Theft Auto luck, but I don't really care about them, so. Okay, one down. Any other puppets around? No. Get my arrows back. Gimme. And then we'll search. I'm a cop in GTA Online. I do a lot of the cop missions. Boo! Boo cops. Gross. Law enforcement. Gross. I wondered why my aiming reticle was on the wrong side, and I remembered that I hit E a little bit ago. That's why. I dress like one and have a mustache and aviators. The classic cop look. I always think of Burt Reynolds when I think of like the classic cop. I don't know why. Did Burt Reynolds ever play a cop? Is that a thing that happened? I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever watched anything with Burt Reynolds in it. Oh. Nearly responded to GTA cop mission comment in a way that 100% put me on a watch list. Yeah, it sounds like something you'd do. All right, we'll follow this path to the traders. And I've got my grapes for sustenance, so we're okay on food for now. And then Shift W means I can just, woo! I don't have to keep holding the keys down. Exact. Was Burt Reynolds ever a cop, like in a show or a movie? I feel like he was. It feels like the kind of thing he like would have been in. I know nothing about Burt Reynolds other than Norm Macdonald impression and Sam Riegel from Critical Role impression. That's all I know about Burt Reynolds. Oh, I think this is the most times I've ever said the man's name. I've never really had a reason to. Yes, choosing stamina was definitely... Oh, wait, okay, he was Smokey and Smokey and the Bandit. Oh, okay, I have seen a Burt Reynolds in. I have seen a Burt Reynolds film. I have seen Smokey and the Bandit. It's been a very long time, but I have seen it. So, okay. Good to know. I just like yelling freeze. I'm a cop like Detective Harris in South Park when he's an undercover hooker but has sex with them before he busts them. Modeling yourself off of a South Park character in GTA, like that feels appropriate. Feels right. It feels right. They said that they were going to put like animals and stuff in the game, but I have not seen any animals. Maybe they didn't get a chance to before they pushed the 1.0 patch. I don't know. Seen bears? I haven't even seen that. I don't want to see a bear right now. That would be very bad for me. But then again, this is a public server, so maybe other people have already come through and nabbed all the animales. You hope I see a bear? That's rude. That's rude. Where's the freaking outpost? Oh, it's like all the way over there. Oh my goodness. I want to see a man-bear pig. That's what I want to see. Super ethereal, guys. Message of the day. This server is hosted by gghost.games. Sponsor me. Then I can make my own server. Have you ever seen that? No, I haven't. I have not seen the South Park episode with Pimps and Butters. I've seen the memes. I've seen clips of it, but I've never actually watched the full episode. We have arrived at the traders. The outpost is a great one. Just from the clips I've seen of it, like it definitely seems like one that I would enjoy. But I don't know, I just haven't gotten around to actually watching it. So I don't know. We're going to eat our grapes. The cop's in, and then it's crazy. Butters is probably my favorite South Park character. All right, general goods this way. There it is. Alrighty. What do you got for me, good sir?
Feel free to browse around.
Quest book. All right. Find a mobile phone. Yeah, that should be pretty easy. All right. Pretty easy. What was that? That was weird. What a weird noise. Did you guys hear that? Nuker. Nuker is here. And my shout out is not working. Thanks, Stream Elements. I love you. You're so good. So good at what you do. Yeah, Stream Elements is taking a vacation, apparently. Hey, buddy, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. How's it going? We're going to go to a castle. Think, where are the castles? Is this a castle in B2? No, this is a bunker, I think. I think the castle's like up here in C2. So we'll head that direction. All right, we'll head towards C2, which is going to be north. Things are going just wrangling interns. Yeah. Yeah, it's that time of year. Do you have any decent ones, or are they all kind of meh? Or do you think some of them might be here and you don't want to say? Alright, we need to go north. Yeah, we got a ways to go, so we're going to hit some towns along the way. Alright. I do want to hit up an actual town or a village along the way if I can. Get some more supplies. Be wonderful if I could get a freaking vehicle, but I don't see that happening. You win? What did you win? I'm feeling pain. I'm bleeding slowly. Okay. Go to the strip club. There's not a strip club. All right. Yeah. Okay. We have a C1 injury. Well, I don't have any other rags, so just gonna have to bleed for a bit. Hope it doesn't get infected. I should not have tried to jump that like I did. He said, knowing full well that he's going to do it again. We have one decent exercise conviction, the other three. Well, I should say one flat out told me that he was a slow learner. Two of them keep trying to feel the pans. 375-degree oven within 10 seconds. Oh, yeah. Just reminds me of old Joe pulling the hot pans out of the oven without any gloves and just like cussing the whole time because he was getting burnt. I'm still bleeding? Yeah, I know. I don't have any rags to fix it. And I don't want to cut up all of my clothes. The old guy, then he hits his head on the light. No. No, old Joe. Have you tried not bleeding? Oh, no, I didn't try that. I'll give that a go. Hey, it worked. Jerk. So where Nuker and I well, where I used to work and where Nuker currently works, we had an old guy named Joe who would pull like hot pans out of a 375-degree oven, and then he would like yell and scream and cuss like it was the pan's fault or my fault or someone else's fault that he had done this thing. Like, it's just so stupid. Is this the one I was just in? It can't be. It just looks exactly the same as the last one. Old. He was 59 going on 102. He was older than the rest of us, all right? And he looked like he was in his 70s. At least. And he acted like a toddler. Old Joe. I do not miss that, man. He had city miles, exactly. That is very accurate. All right. Not going to jump down the rocky outcropping this time. But yeah, it was just funny, like, watching him, injure himself and then try to blame it on other people. He was such an idiot. We finally retired and moved to Pittsburgh, so. I should have made your guy look like Rocky Dennis. I don't know who that is. Rocky Dennis. Also, I'm a lady. Thank you very much. I am a beautiful, beautiful lady. Also, now you have to tell me who Rocky Dennis is. 'Cause I don't look him up? No. You brought it up. You tell me. I'll look it up later. Got a CDL for that dump truck? I sure do. Got a CDL for your mom. This is stupid. Oh my goodness. All right, you need some coffee. Well, so far, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. I am a bit underwhelmed. Maybe we'll get a little more like stuff that's new as we get closer to some of the towns. But as of right now, it feels exactly the same. It feels like the exact same game. Nuker, I am feeling much better than last week. Last week I was just straight up sick. Then this week, I was just in a ton of pain, thanks to the rain, like really messing with my joints. And even now, sitting in my very comfortable chair, like I'm hurting. Not as bad as I have been, but bad enough, you know. But I am feeling better, like as far as being sick goes, than I was last week. So thank you for asking. He's a really deformed guy. Interesting. I don't want my person to look like that. This is a fantasy. Hurting for a squirtin'? No, I mean, I kind of do have to pee, but it's not painful. That would be concerning. Where are we? Okay, we're relatively close to a populated area. I haven't even seen any puppets around for a while. Yeah, it just right now it just feels kind of dead. Like maybe on a custom game you could turn up the instances of like the animals and puppets, and the world will feel a little more alive. Like occasionally, yeah, you hear like the birds chirping and stuff, but I don't know. It's right now. Again, I'm gonna give it some time, but right now it does not feel any different than this game always has. Oh, 40-Year-Old Virgin reference. I saw that movie once, literally like 15 years ago. Whenever it first came out was when I saw it. A long time. And the only thing I remember from it is the Man-O-Lantern scene where Steve Carell, gets his chest waxed, and so they call him a man-o-lantern, and during it he screams, "Ah, Kelly Clarkson!" Yes, exactly. Nuker knows, because that's the only line I know. And you look like a man-o-lantern. Well, thank you for the well wishes, Nuker. Yeah, I haven't watched like comedies. I haven't watched just a straight up comedy that wasn't either Muppets or is Muppets the only thing? Like as far as movies go? What's the last comedy movie I watched? Other than the Muppets. I don't think I have watched one in a very long time. Comedy is really weird for me these days. Like movie comedy, especially newer movies, and I feel like an old man for saying this, but a lot of it just falls flat for me. Because it just feels like all of the jokes have been done before. See, that's funny. That's funny. D's nuts. That's always funny. Don't Mess with the Zohan. I never watched that. So I have a confession to make. I am not the biggest Adam Sandler movie fan. I think that he has made a couple of really great movies, and the rest are terrible. I cannot stand Billy Madison. Zohan is great. Okay, if both of you guys are recommending it, then I'll have to give it a try. I don't like Billy Madison. I love Happy Gilmore though, and I love Mr. Deeds, and Waterboy. Those are my three like Adam Sandler centric movies that I adore. The rest of them I could take or leave. But you know, yeah. His SNL stuff, on the other hand, I love. Well, the movie where he's a millionaire, but he's all messed up in the head because his family died and it's really sad. Oh yeah. His first serious movie. Shoot, I don't remember the name of it. Something to do with rain, right? What is that movie? I don't remember the name of it. I know Uncut Gems looked really good. It's another serious one of his. So like, it's not that I don't think he's a good actor and that he can do good stuff. I just think a lot of the stuff that he has done has been mostly to give his friends jobs, which is admirable. Admirable. Don't get me wrong. And I also don't think they should be making Happy Gilmore 2. I don't think it should be made. But again, it's Sandler like cashing checks for his friends, or writing checks for his friends, I should say, giving them work. That being said, fuck Rob Schneider. Just so we know. Not one Adam Sandler movie that I'd notice if it were suddenly removed from existence. Rain Over Me. Okay, yeah. I knew it had something to do with rain. It was something rain. Or rain something. Yeah, I don't think I would notice if any Sandler movies were suddenly just, like, erased from existence either. Yeah, I don't think it would even register with me. But yeah, it's not to say that people can't enjoy them. It's Hotel Transylvania. Yes. Okay. Hotel Transylvania is quite good. Honestly, I've loved all of the sequels as well. My wife and I have greatly enjoyed them. Like, they're dumb. They're not as good as the first one, but they have their place, I think. I think they're fun. But I understand if people don't like them. Probably the only one I noticed now that you mentioned. Yeah. But like, here's the thing though. Other than Wild Wild West and the first Men in Black, the same thing goes for Will Smith. Like, anything Will Smith has done other than Fresh Prince and those two movies, like I would never notice. I Am Legend. I Am Legend. I have a weird relationship with that movie, because I love the premise, but I wish that they had, like, I know how the book ends, and I wish that they had more closely followed that. Like, the alternate ending for I Am Legend is so good. They should have just gone with that. But yeah, Wild Wild West. It's again super dumb. Like, it's a really dumb movie. Objectively, it's probably considered a bad movie, but I love it because I watched it so often as a kid. Independence Day. Okay, I had forgotten about that one, but you're right. You're right. That is a very, very good movie. That is a legitimate good movie. The one with his son. Yeah, I have not seen that one, so I cannot comment on it. Yeah, it is too bad they never made an Independence Day sequel. Yeah. Had Jack Black in it? I don't think we're thinking of the... Yeah, they never made a sequel. Yeah. No. They talked about it, but as far as I know, like, nothing that deserved to be called a sequel to Independence Day ever came. I haven't seen the attempted sequel, so I can't say that it was terrible. But if Exact hates it, then it's probably bad. All right, we're going to bring this down here. I want to open it. Open it! I can't. Why can't I open it? That's dumb. No, it's not even entertaining bad. Ugh, rough. Do I have to have my knife in my hand? Open. I want to check the taste. Mars Attacks? I have no idea. I'm not good at remembering the names of movies sometimes. Oh, Rotten. Yeah, that's what I figured. Of course. Why else would someone leave it here? Wonder how often the loot resets in these public servers. Grinding Stone with 17.8% left. I mean, I'll take it. It's only going to be good for probably 1, maybe 2 uses, but might as well try. Ooh, a raincoat that's almost useless. Canned tuna. Let's... check that taste. Rotten. Yep, that's what I figured. Yeah, somebody's definitely been through here and just left the bad stuff. Which is a little sad. This is the one, like, really bad thing about being on a public server, is that you're following in other people's footsteps a lot of the time, so all of the good loot is gone. If there was any to begin with. You'd never know because other people have taken it. Which is why I prefer to loot the like the bigger towns and stuff, because at least they have a better chance of you actually finding decent things. I've never seen Mars Attacks, so I don't know if he was a soldier in it. The steampunkish Three Musketeers with Orlando Bloom. I have not even tried to watch that. I read The Three Musketeers when I was a wee lad, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite books. And then, because of that, and this is a dumb fact about old Chip, because of that, the candy bar, Three Musketeers, became my favorite because I associated it so closely with the book that I had read, which I greatly enjoyed. And I legitimately loved Three Musketeer bars. But they became my favorite because of that book. And so when I saw the previews and like stills of the Orlando Bloom version, I was just like, I don't know. I don't want it to tarnish my good memory, my nostalgia for the book, which I haven't read the book again in years. So, hypocrisy, perhaps. I need to go west again. So, that way. I want to get to this kind of larger town here. Been playing for an hour, and I've done practically nothing in this game. And honestly, like I said, it feels, so far, it feels like the exact same game. And all of the kind of pie in the sky promises that they were making, where it was going to be, it was going to feel so radically different than what we had experienced. Yeah, just Romeo and Juliet with Leo DiCaprio. Oh my god. I never watched it. Again, I thankfully was spared that. But I know that a couple of my friends who were in a particular English, English lit class, had to sit through it. Titanic, I hate that movie. It was a faithful adaptation. They had guns. Isn't that the one where they had guns? I do not like the Titanic movie. No, it's not my bag. I don't like sappy romantic movies in general, and Titanic is just, like, lady, has an affair with dude on boat. Then lady escapes boat sinking with priceless jewel. Tells 4-hour-long story, not about her husband of many years or her children. She talks about the time that she had sex with a homeless man, and then throws the priceless jewel over the railing of another boat. Like, the Titanic movie is not about the Titanic. It's about Kate Winslet's character. Her name was Rose, I think. It's just about her, which I don't care for. Okay, even with the slight tear, these pants are better than the ones I have on. So I'm going to take those and get a sewing kit to fix them up. It's almost nighttime, which is going to be a bit of a bummer. At least we got to see her boobies. Yeah. Not worth the 4-hour slog that is that movie, in my opinion. But again, everybody's got their own tastes. Everybody likes different things, and that's okay. That's a good thing. I'm hungry. Remember how I was talking about how easy it was to find food? And now I'm like, I need food. That's great. I'm glad. Like, genuinely. That was not a good sound. I like that people like, other things. Close! Oh, okay, there you are. Oh my god. Can you back up? My goodness. Ugh. That was... meh. That was scary. It was a little scary. Romeo and Juliet was in a modern setting, but the actual situation of the lines themselves were a direct retelling. Okay, I got you. Why did I crouch? I didn't even mean to crouch. And now I am full on bleeding. How am I doing? I have a C1. Okay. That will at least go away. Let's go ahead and eat, because we're hungry. Man, I have a feeling this is another place that's going to be completely barren of anything worthwhile. Yeah, the story of Romeo and Juliet is another one that I don't care for. I have a lot of very strong opinions on things. And yeah, William Shakespeare is one of those opinions. I do not care for Billy Shakespeare's work as much as a lot of people do. A lot of people love it. I'm not a fan for the most part. Like I think there are a couple of things of his that I enjoy. I couldn't tell you what they are right now, but if I was reading them, then I might. Did you like The Aviator? Never saw it. Never saw it. I think for Leo DiCaprio, I think I've seen a bedroll and a mobile phone. There we go. We found the phone. Quest complete. Heck yeah. So yeah, never seen The Aviator. What's Shutter Island was really good. Two kids crush hard on each other for 3 days and there are 9 fatalities. Yeah, exactly. Like it's awful. What about Rain Man? Never seen it. Never seen it. A lot of like movies that other people consider classic films, I have not seen. Nuker can tell you this. Exact can tell you this as well. There are so many that people are like, "Oh my god, you haven't seen the movie?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't, and I have no desire to." Wolf on Wall Street had its perks. You mean Margot Robbie? That's the only reason I would watch that movie. I knew what you meant. Catch Me If You Can. Again, not my bag, man. Not my bag. Yeah, Margot Robbie is the reason to watch Wolf of Wall Street and either of the the first Suicide Squad movie. The second one is in my opinion, like the newer one is actually good. Not a good movie, but it's a good like Suicide Squad movie. Or well, I shouldn't even say that. It's a good like B team villain / anti-hero movie. Not even necessarily the Suicide Squad. But Shutter Island, yeah, Shutter Island was really bizarre. Inception was fine, in my opinion. And it did not live up to the hype for me. But I know that's a hot take, where a lot of people consider it like the pinnacle of filmmaking. And I'm like, all right, I'm glad you like it so much. I don't. Terminator 2 is my all-time favorite movie, and then Predator and Total Recall and pretty much all Arnold films. I've seen a few Arnie films, and I do enjoy them for the most part. Wait, I still didn't get to my big town. What the hell? How did I miss it? How did I miss a big ass town? I'm very confused about where I'm at. So take the bridge, because apparently I crossed the water at some point. I don't remember what I was saying. Yeah, a lot of movies that people love, I do not care for, and vice versa. So I'm hungry, man. This lady's needy. All right, we'll eat again. I guess we'll eat again. Speaking of movies that like people rave about and I do not care for, Blade is a very good movie in my opinion. I think it's a legitimately good film. I think, and I think they did a good job with the story. Wesley Snipes as Blade is incredible. I think the second movie was fine. The third one was quite good. Yeah. Blade 1 great, Blade 2 mad, Blade 3 fantastic. I agree with that assessment. Blade 1 will always be my favorite just because it has like the line that I have quoted the most from any like superhero movie ever, which is "Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill." I love that. It's such a good line. So that one's definitely my Oh, this is a bunker. I did not realize that, but it looks abandoned. Is it a bunker? No, it's town. Okay. Yeah, Blade 2 holds a special place in my heart because first movie Norman Reedus was in. Yeah, but he played such a little shit. But he played him so well. Demolition Man, nope, haven't seen it. But I was gonna say, speaking of movies that other people seem to adore, and my wife and I tried to watch, and we're just like, and that is 28 Days Later. I tried to watch it, couldn't do it. I hate the film style. Like it looks like a movie made by like a college. Like for the final submission for a college project. Like that's what it felt like. That's what it looked like to us, and we just could not get past it. But yeah, other people love it. It's good around the middle. See, I can't do that. I can't watch a movie like just to wait for it to get decent like later on. Like it's got to be good from the start or I'm not going to watch it. I get bored very easily, especially like as I get older. You know, I ain't got time for that shit. Fun fact, they shot it digitally due to budget, and that's why it looks low quality through most of it. Well, I mean, they achieved that goal of saving money, I guess. Besides the dude's wiener? That was the best part. What are you talking about? Who doesn't want to see Cillian Murphy's giant dong? Okay, stop it. Oh, God. Okay. We're okay. Yeah, seeing Cillian Murphy's dongle doodle was the highlight of the film. What are you talking about? 13 Ghosts, I love that movie. In my opinion, one of the top tier, like, weird horror movies, in my opinion. I haven't seen Dawn of the Dead in so long that I honestly couldn't tell you if I enjoyed it or not. I think I enjoyed it as a kid, like as a teen. I'm pretty sure. But now, like, I really couldn't tell you. And we now have a C2 injury, so we gotta... Alright, we gotta get rid of the shirt. Oh, man. Okay, let's eat our grapes first. And then cut the shirt up. Dang. Okay, do it. One guy started wearing women's clothes and high heels. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The Crazies with Timothy Oliphant. Haven't seen that either. Oh, good. I only got one out of this. That's cool. Then he would talk about how he knew he was gay to the prisoners. I do not remember this. So. Yeah, I don't remember anything about Dawn of the Dead. Especially the things you are currently describing. Like, I'm like, sure, if you say it happened, I'm sure it happened. I just don't remember it. I'm glad that you enjoy it. This is the one I just went into. I'm lost. I'm a lost little boy. Alright, let's go in here. And we'll put down our bedroll and sleep. Because hopefully sleeping will help us with our current injury. I don't remember. Does sleeping heal you at all? Or am I just screwed now? Because I don't have any other... If I cut up my pants to make rags, then I'm screwed as well. So, alright. We're going to lay down the bedroll. Drop. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Taking hands. There. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. Rest. Okay. We're gonna rest for a little bit. And while we rest, let's chat. Does this heal me? That's the one thing that I'm not sure of. I don't think that it does. Putting on extra clothes can help with the cold. Really? GTA 5 has some of the best music ever. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. Promises, Promises by Naked Eyes is playing right now. Look with your naked eyes. I'm not familiar with that song. I don't know any of the names of the songs or anything in GTA. But no. I wanted to get up. All right. We can't rest. We are bleeding, so we got to get out. Are you guys able to see anything that I'm doing? Because I barely can. Ooh, a weapon cleaning kit. I don't think that's going to come in handy. Until I started playing GTA Online. Okay, I understand. I was very confused about what you were trying to say there for a second. What the hell? I know he's trying to make words, but I don't know what they are. Oh, I hear puppet. I don't like hear puppet. Here, puppet. I need something I can cut into rags. Come on. You jerks. Give me something. I really should, like, up the loot rate, the multiplier in the public servers. Poppet? No, puppet. Puppet. That's what the zombos are called. We know you're a puppet. Man, you wrote that, like, the way you wrote it, like, I heard it. Like, the exact way that he says it. We know you're a puppet. So good. So it's such a well done line. Honestly, that whole sequence. You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one. Like, oh, so good. Well, you fulfilled your intention, my friend. Okay, I am bleeding a lot now. Okay. Damn. All right, we gotta figure out what we can keep and what to get rid of, because I gotta cut up the old pantaloons and just run around naked. Cleaning kit can go. It's one of my absolute favorite. Yeah. Oh man, what's the actor's name who plays Barbosa? Oh, this is gonna get infected, bro. Really? This doesn't do it? Ah! Jeffrey Rush, yeah. Yeah, he's so good. I should have took more for healing or medicine. Okay. You're so cold, keep your hand in mine. I see lights up there. I don't know what they're from, but it's probably dangerous. Oh god. Okay, that was stupid. I know, I smacked you right in the face. Okay. Peter Pan movie with Robin Williams. Hook? I haven't seen that movie in a very long time. I remember not really liking it when I was a kid, but I haven't watched it in so long that I don't know if I would like it now. So, I can't really say. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm going to die. So, like, we may end up going to a private server anyway before too long. We'll see. Because, yeah, I'm just... There's nothing in here. I'm a little disappointed in the lack of things all around. Like, I'm sure they want you to go to, you know, the cities and like the little villages and whatever, and that's fine. But there should also be things like other places. Like, you shouldn't have to go to a city just to get some food or to find a backpack or, you know, whatever. Like, I understand they're trying to make it realistic, but it also needs to be fun. And right now, like, as it is, I'm not having a ton of fun in the game because it's just so sparse. There's just nothing here. Oh yeah, if you're talking about movies and stuff, Exact and Nuker are your guys. They're the movie guys. Also, Runaway Jim, if he's ever here, he knows a lot of movies and enjoys a lot of movies. I'm the like grumpy old man. I died just resetting a new area. Ask me about any movie. So apparently Shocky also likes movies. I'm the grumpy old man who has a lot of hardline opinions on movies that other people love. So, yeah. Ask me about any movie. What about any movie? You didn't take the bait? What about any movie? I don't know what bait I was supposed to take. RoboCop. What are your feelings on Dragon Ball: The Magic Begins? That's a that's a way back movie. Honestly, I should stream that movie for the Discord. That's a wild one.
Got him! Got him!
Okay. Goober. Bunch of goobers. All y'all. Man. You know what? So let me tell you, like, the worst thing about, like, when you're playing a game, and in my opinion, like, the worst thing that can happen when you're playing a game that you do enjoy is you start thinking about how much you would rather be playing a different game. That's the worst. Because, at least for me, because I feel like I should be enjoying this game. Like, I love this game. I have almost 100 hours in this game, which for me is a lot. You know, I really enjoy it. But I want to play more Tainted Grail. Like, that movie is so much fun. That game is so much fun. And, like, the story has me hooked. And again, like, I don't know, I know, every time I say it, like, Tainted Grail. Taint. Yeah. Every time I say it or think it. But, yeah, I just feel like I want to be playing that game instead. And it's not a good feeling, because, again, like, the devs have put so much work into this game, and I want to support them, but at the same time, I'm just like, I'm underwhelmed with the update, or with the full release. And maybe I should have had lower expectations, because, like, it wasn't meant to be like a brand new game necessarily. But I'm gonna cut the bedroll into rags so that I can get this freaking wound taken care of. And it's just weighing me down. I'm not actually using it. So, bleeding injury. Can finally get that completely fixed. As far as my stomach goes, that is going to be a bit more difficult to resolve until I get to someplace food. I need to go south to do that. Missed your last stream by 2 minutes, so I didn't check the game out. Oh, Tainted Grail is so much fun. If you like Elder Scrolls games in general, but I would say in particular like Morrowind or Oblivion, which I never got to play, but I have heard many, many things about. And I actually am playing a little bit of the remaster of Oblivion. But if you like those kinds of games, then I would say definitely check out Tainted Grail, because it combines like those RPG elements, those gameplay elements, and even the visual style in a lot of ways with Arthurian legends, like the legend of King Arthur and Excalibur and the Knights of the Round Table, and that it's very cool to me. Like I think that's dope. So, yeah, that would be my advice. If you've only played Skyrim, again, I think you'll really enjoy it, especially if you've played Skyrim and then like you've tried other like fantasy RPGs and found them lacking in depth. In particular, I would say Tainted Grail is gonna be right up your alley, because it is deep. We're Knights of the Round Table. We dance whenever we're able. We do routines and make up scenes that look quite impeccable. We dine well here in Camelot. We eat ham and jam and spamalot. Dun 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 dun. Love that movie. Thanks for putting that earworm into my brain, Nuker. Again, like the lack of puppets around, lack of NPCs, like nothing to interact with around here. No food, no buried treasure chest, like nothing. To be how? Is that how you sing when you're Dungeon Master? It depends. Depends on which character is doing the singing. I have sang as a Dungeon Master before, so it was a character whose best friends, who are members of a guild, had just died, and so he sang a funeral lament at the memorial service. So that's how you speak the whole time telling stories. It depends on character. I give all of my NPCs different voices, or I try to. Sometimes they end up sounding very similar because I run out of different voices that I can do. But usually when I'm just like narrating, it's just like this. Or usually I'm a little bit lower, especially if there's a bit of gravitas to it. Or he just forgets. Exactly, yeah. If I don't write down what accent I've given a character, I'll forget. Unless it's an elf. Elves are always British. I don't know why. They just are. Are you too shy? That's fine. Like, you could still play a role-playing game without doing voices of any kind and still have a freaking blast. Like, that's the beautiful thing about RPGs. That's racist. I believe you mean speciest or backgroundist, depending on if you're playing D&D or Pathfinder. Or ancestrist. This tastes funny. Yeah, I know. I know it does. Dark Elf should be Australian, and I won't hear against it. I do agree with that. Welcome to the Underdark. This is Menzo Beranzen. That's Lolf. She's our matriarch. Spiders. The idea of Australian drow makes me giggle. So, John, I don't know how much you know about D&D and the associated lore. Drow are they're dark elves. They're elves that live underground. You did a bit of Korg there, and he's a Kiwi. Well, you know what? I did my best. I'm not very good at an Australian accent. So drow are elves that were splintered off of. So there was like one race of elves, and then there was a civil war between them, and they splintered into two big groups. One group went underground and began the worship of the spider god Lolth, and the others stayed above ground and worshipped what is his name? Is it not Coralon? I don't remember. They worshipped a god of light, basically. And so the dark elves became associated with, evil and bad, and the wood elves, who were the original, they were the only other type of elf, I believe. But then there became like sky elves and all different kinds of elves. Oh, so many different elves. The Eladrin, which are like the high elves, yeah. So all kinds of different ones. But yeah, the drow are the underground ones, which is why Nuker says they should have Australian accents, is because they literally live down under. So, and I agree with them. They got into like crazy with Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies. So the elves you see in Lord of the Rings, those would be your high elves or your wood elves, depending. So like Galadriel would be more of a high elf, and the elves of Rivendell would be more of the wood elf variety, I would say. Open. Jeez. Hate when that happens. I just got some buckshot. Nothing. I'm feeling chilly. Well, your tatas are out right now, so that makes sense. I cannot help that you are chilly, madam. I wish I could. I'm very hungry. Yeah. Then you got your crick elves. I really am I keep coming back to the idea of making a contingent of elves that are hillbillies, and call them crick elves or hill elves, holler elves. There we go. We could call them holler elves. Yes. I'm gonna make the holler elf. I'm gonna make it a species in D&D. So we got to figure out their like proficiencies and stuff. Scorching. Why is it scorching? Weird. But Emily Axford played a crick elf in a campaign of Not Another D&D Pod. I need to watch that then, because that sounds fabulous. I love Emily Axford. She's awesome. I don't need a cookbook. I don't know how to read. Okay. Please, please, please give me a jacket or a shirt or something of that nature. Nope, of course not. Why would you? Why would you? Dang it. I think the holler elf should be proficient in chemistry. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say there, nuker? I guess moonshine would count. My brain immediately went to the worst case scenario, because a lot of people in my my hometown are proficient at a different type of chemistry. They're proficient at that Walter White chemistry, if you know what I mean. My friend who now lives in Japan tells a really funny story when he used to work in my hometown at the Dollar General, and a couple of people came in, and they were like, "Why can't you sell us no batteries no more?" And the manager of the store was, "Because y'all use them to make meth." Because y'all use them to make meth. It's just, so funny. Sad, in a way, but also very funny. Y'all use them to make meth. Yeah, my hometown is quite the place. Quite the place. Elves don't explode, but dwarves do, maybe. Oh, no. My eyes are watering. Need some more coffee. Sad but true. Speaking of, like, you know, hollers and southern accents, I'm continuing listening to a podcast called Old Gods of Appalachia. And, oh, thank you. I was literally getting ready to get up and do that. My wife brought me my medicine. Somebody called Twitch. I'm popping pills on stream. But W-Wife, absolutely. I dare anyone to say they have a better wife than mine. Even you, Exact. I love your wife, but Mrs. Hardbody wins. It's not a contest. I mean, she would win, but it's not a contest. Anyway, Old Gods of Appalachia. You're single? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Everybody finds their person eventually. Or their people, if you're poly, I guess. I guess we'll put on these gloves. It might help a little. I would hope you'd pick your own wife. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be sad if I wouldn't. Yeah, Old Gods of Appalachia is a great podcast. Time for good old-fashioned wife-off. Last woman made me want to be single for a while. Some will do that. For sure. Or else what your body does that for me. Yeah, it does. Yeah, my body hates me. Right now, like, even right now, my oh, thank God, some pants. Some good pants, too. My right knee is just, like, screaming at me. And I was telling Mrs. Hardbody, I finally figured out how to describe it. So, if you were to, like, stand up and keep your foot straight on the floor and, like, put all your weight on it and then start to, like, turn your body but leave your foot planted and keep turning, that feeling like your joint's about to pop, that just all the time. I got attached to a basic reason from 6 months to 4 years old. Jeez, dude, that does suck. I'm very sorry. That's hard. That's a hard thing to go through for you and for the kid. That's rough. Yeah, I always told Mrs. Hardbody, like, if, you know, if I ever found myself single again, like, I would remain that way for the rest of my life. Like, yeah, I firmly believe it won't get no better than this. Because I've hit the peak. That was a lucky shot. Yeah, I agree with Nuker. Anything in here? No, of course not. She cheated on it? Oh my god. Yeah, so, yeah, that's even worse. That's even worse. Yeah, she definitely didn't deserve you. It sucks that the kid had to be essentially punished as well. Like not by you, obviously, but by her actions. Like it's messed up. Cheating is like the one thing in a relationship that I just could never forgive or forget. Mrs. Hardbody and I have understood that about one another from the very beginning. Yeah, dating these days? Yeah, no thank you. That sounds terrible. Whee! Alright. I've only heard horror stories about dating in the modern world. I have no desire to even attempt such a thing. Ever. Come on. Okay, there's somebody else already in here? It seems like that's why I can't get in. Or is it only open during the day? I thought these were only open during the night. Am I backwards? I might be backwards. Well, I can't find any food around here. So, got lucky and found a wife in the before time. Yeah, I mean, Mrs. Hardbody and I have been married for almost 19 years at this point. We got married when I was 19 and she was 20. And yeah, we've been happy and strong like the whole time. So yeah, I'm very lucky. I know that. Yeah, we were very young. Funny story, we weren't intending to get married like as quickly as we did, but because of where we were living in Kentucky, my hometown, we were living together, and that just wasn't acceptable for the people around us. So we were basically threatened with eviction and losing our jobs if we continued to live together in sin. So we had to decide whether we were going to like just go ahead and get married as quickly as possible, or if we were going to. Oh, Nuker, Saribot missed one. It's your time. I know how much you love this. Yeah, we were basically not forced to get. Saribot got it already? Damn. I mean, I could still see the message. Dang. I'm sorry. Nuker, I'm sorry. I thought you could take that one. But yeah, we were already planning on getting married, so like it wasn't a big deal for us to get married. It was more about the timing. Like, couldn't get like her family in town, and add the thing to the list. Yes, thank you. Couldn't get her family in town, so they were disappointed. We only had a couple of people from my family, so because they lived in the area, so it was it was weird. But like hashtag no regrets. No regrets for moi. All right. We're going to go up to this little area and see what we see. Hopefully, it's profitable. Because, dang, we ain't found shit so far. Man, we ain't found shit. So, as a huge fan of the original Spaceballs movie, I am not happy that they're making a sequel. I want to say that right off the bat. Like, I don't think there needed to be a sequel. The movie was self-contained, and they made jokes about having a sequel in the first one. But, you know, they didn't need to. But, that being said, the fact that they are making a sequel with as many of the original cast and crew as possible makes me happy. Like, if you're gonna make a sequel to one of the greatest comedy films of all time, you damn well better make sure you get it right. And I think they're going to. I hope. It is a hope. But with Mel Brooks still around, Bill Pullman, I wish that John Candy were still around. But, you know, it's... Unfortunately, that is not the case. But you know who would make an amazing barf? Or an amazing Mog? Bobby Moynihan from Saturday Night Live. Bobby Moynihan as Barf's like cousin or son, or something like that. Like, to me, like that's a no-brainer. Look up Bobby Moynihan from Saturday Night Live. I think you will agree with me. So if you've ever watched any like current SNL, he's a little on the heavier side, and he does like Drunk Uncle on Weekend Update. They'll bring in Drunk Uncle. He does that. Moynihan. Moynihan. Bobby Moynihan. If I had any idea how to do it, I would apply. I would like try to get the job. Once the old announcer for SNL kicks the bucket, like I would love to be the new announcer that like lists all the cast when the show comes on. It's Saturday Night Live. I think I could do it. I could do it. I would love to do voiceover work, but that's a medium that's drying up, unfortunately. Freaking AI taking over everything. I have never seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Will Sasso? I don't know who that is. Is he sassy? All right, we're just going to eat all these grapes. Because we're hungry. Look him up. You know what? You're a butt sometimes. Okay. Will Sasso. Okay. I don't know anything about him. But look up Rocky Dennis. Oh, okay. Okay. I know this guy. Didn't they make a movie about him? Yeah, the movie Mask. Yeah, okay. Mad TV. Or is that where Will Sasso is from? Or because I never watched any Mad TV except for the skit with where I remember who did it, but someone sang a parody of Cleaning Out My Closet with Hiding in My Closet. And that's all I remember. I always forget when you auto sprint, like you move forward and you can look around, but you can't like the movement to like change direction is a little awkward. Okay, what? Like my movement is being really weird. Hold on. It's not letting me change POV either. What is happening? Yeah, something weird's going on. Aw. I think it's because I switched tabs. And now it's like, yeah, trying to move forward. I'm just holding W. Okay, now it's working, but it was moving like off to the side. Like it's automatically weird. Oh. Oh, okay. I think my Alt key got stuck. I think that was the problem. Interesting. Yeah, censor those boobies. Because Twitch and YouTube's terms of service can't handle female-presenting nipples. No, no. Can't do it. Can't have those nips. Clean your keyboard. I did. My keyboard is clean. I even bought a little like little duster thing that like goes, a brush thing that goes in between the rows of keys. Like this Razer keyboard, I love it. But I've had a couple of instances where keys will, like, they don't get physically stuck. It's like they get sticky keyed. Do you remember? And maybe some of you still have this feature turned on, which if you do, you're a mad person. But if you press a key 5 times, then it will like just keep pressing it if you have sticky keys turned on. Okay. So yeah, we've done a whole lot of nothing so far, and I'm a little bummed about that, but I am going to go into this lighthouse. I think I was this where I just was? Shit. It was, wasn't it? Yep. Yep, I just went right back the way I came. Cool. Oh, wait, maybe not. Oh, no. Okay, this is new. It just all looks the same. Yeah. All right, I'm a little disappointed in the lack of differentiation in some of the terrain and stuff. That's software then, yeah. You did a full, like a deep clean. I love that. Oh god. Okay. Now that I know that's up there, I gotta try for it. There we go. That was easy. With nothing in it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like all these, like there should be something in these boxes. Always. That's annoying. Not gonna lie. I wish that there were things. But we do have a Rager sitting right here. I wish that it was easier to get parts for, because this thing is missing a lot. See, we would need to get, what, 3 tires? Okay, at least it has a battery. So 3 tires, 4 doors, and maybe that would be all we need to get it running. Like it looks like the engine is pretty well assembled. All right, so maybe it's not as crappy as I previously thought, but even so, it'd be easier to say what you don't need. Yeah, at this point, like I wish that I could find the tires, because then I might be able to start it up. But yeah, we'll close the hood. And just leave it there for now, because I can't do anything with it unless I got some some tires, and by the time I find the tires, I'm going to be so far away that it won't even matter. Because tires are a pain in the ass to find. Unless you're at the like the landfill area, which is heavy PvP. There's almost always people camping up in that area. But I think that's going to do it for old Chip tonight. I think I'm going to go ahead and log off, help Mrs. Hardbody walk the dog, and just kind of chill for a little while. Right now, my thoughts on this, again, I'm underwhelmed, which is disappointing to say. I was really looking forward to this. Again, it's still a great game. This is the thing. It's a great game. But like, they were promising a lot of things with this update, and I'm not seeing them so far. Now, that is not to say that they're not there, and I just haven't seen them. Maybe because I'm in a PvP server, it's possible that like all of the animals and stuff were killed like right before I jumped in. That is possible. Hell, it might even be likely. So I'm not going to say that it's, you know, they didn't deliver what they promised. I just haven't seen it personally. So for me, it is a bit of a disappointment. But I still had a lot of fun with you guys tonight. I really, really appreciate you being here and hanging out. It means a lot to me. I will not be streaming tomorrow night, Thursday night. I'm probably not Friday either. Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. We'll see. Maybe it was the server. It might be. Yeah, I know the official servers usually they don't turn any of the multipliers up, so it might be. After this stream though, I am gonna figure out like an easy way to set up my Stream Deck to like stop the YouTube stream, but keep the Twitch one going, so that we can raid out at the end of our streams, because I miss raiding out. So we're gonna start doing that again. I just have to set it up and get that locked in before. Like I don't want to make a mess of it tonight by trying to do it while YouTube's stream is still running, because you can't raid in YouTube, which is dumb. But all right, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much. Until I see y'all again, as always, I hope you have a nice fucking day. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye, everybody.